Hello friends, I am Professor Sushant Mohite, working as a Head of Electrical Department from Praveen Patil College of Diploma Engineering and Technology. In previous video, we learned need of energy conservation in induction motor. Now, we learn the significance of energy flow diagram to identify the energy wastage in electric motors or in induction motor. Typically, energy flow diagram for three-phase induction motor is shown in figure. The energy flow is in the form of electrical, magnetic, thermal and mechanical. The useful energies are input given to the motor and mechanical output obtained from the motor. The efficiency of induction motor can be increased by reducing magnetic losses and thermal losses. First, we understand the power flow diagram of three-phase induction motor or electric motor. In induction motor, there are two important parts, the stator and the rotor. Stator carries the stator core and the rotor carries the rotor core. Also, the stator carries the stator winding and the rotor carries the rotor winding. The three-phase supply is given to the stator winding, okay, then output of the stator is given to the rotor. In stator, there are two important loss. The first is the stator core loss and the copper loss. After these losses, the output of the stator is given to the rotor. Then in rotor also two important losses, the rotor core losses and rotor copper losses. After these losses, the output of the rotor is given to the shaft. In shaft there are two important losses, the friction and the windage loss. After these losses, you get the motor output or shaft output. But now we understand the losses which occurs in induction motor. In induction motor, there are two types of losses occur. The first, constant or fixed losses, and the second one, variable losses. First, constant or fixed losses. Constant losses are those losses which are considered to remain constant over normal working range of induction motor. The fixed losses can be easily obtained by performing no load test on the three-phase induction motor. These losses are further classified as first, iron or core losses, second, mechanical losses, and the third is a brush friction losses. The first, iron or core losses. Iron or core losses are further divided into hysteresis and eddy current losses. Eddy current losses are minimized by using lamination on core. Since by laminating the core, area decreases, hence resistance increases, which results in decrease in eddy current. Hysteresis losses are minimized by using high grade silicon sheet. The core losses depends upon frequency of the supply voltage. The frequency of stator means supply frequency is always supply frequency F, and the frequency of the rotor is the slip times the supply frequency, that is S into F, which is always less than the stator frequency, that is supply frequency. For stator frequency of 50 Hz, rotor frequency is about 1.5 Hz, because under normal running condition, slip is of the order of 3%. Hence, the rotor core loss is very small as compared to stator core loss and usually neglecting in running condition. The next is the mechanical and brush friction losses. Mechanical losses occurs at the bearing and brush friction losses occurs in the wound rotor induction motor, that is slip ring induction motor. These losses are zero at start, and with increase in speed these losses increases. In three-phase induction motor, the speed usually remains constant, hence these losses almost remains constant. The next is variable losses. These losses are also called as copper losses, that is I square R loss. These losses occur due to current flowing in stator and rotor winding. As the load changes, the current flowing in rotor and stator winding also changes, and hence these losses also changes. Therefore, these losses are called variable losses. The copper losses are obtained by performing block rotor test on three-phase induction motor. The main function of induction motor is to convert an electrical power into mechanical power. During this conversion of electrical energy into mechanical energy, the power flows through different stages. This power flowing through different stages is shown in our power flow or energy flow diagram. As we all know, the input to the three-phase induction motor is a three-phase AC supply. So, the three-phase supply is given to the stator of three-phase induction motor. A part of this power input is used to supply stator losses, which are stator iron loss and stator copper loss. The remaining power, that is input electrical power minus stator losses, are supplied to rotor as rotor input. Now the rotor has to convert this rotor input into mechanical energy, but this complete input cannot be converted into mechanical output, as it has to supply rotor losses. As explained earlier, the rotor losses are of two types: rotor iron loss and the rotor copper loss. Since the iron loss depends upon the rotor frequency, which is very small when the rotor rotates, so it's usually neglected. So the rotor has only rotor copper loss. Therefore, the rotor input has to supply this rotor copper loss. After supplying the rotor copper losses, the remaining part of the rotor input is converted into mechanical power. Now, this mechanical power developed is given to the load by the shaft, but there occur some mechanical losses like friction and windage losses. So, the gross mechanical power developed has to be supplied to these losses. Therefore, the net output power developed at the shaft, which is finally given to the load, that is its output power. The next is the efficiency of this three-phase induction motor. Efficiency is defined as the ratio of output to that of input. Means efficiency of motor means the output power upon the input power. If you understand, or if you check the power flow diagram, in this diagram the electrical supply means start from electrical supply, then end is the output motor or shaft output. In between supply and shaft output there are the various losses, and because of these losses the efficiency of motor is 70% to 75%, means 30 to 25% are the losses which occurs in motor. So our main aim of this unit means unit number 2 is to decreases these losses by using various techniques in electrical motor.